That's it, the car door got ripped off. Here, if you let off the gas, the wind just literally blows the car off the road. It doesn't blow it away.
Listen, something crazy is happening on Savetsky. Cars are just driving all over the sidewalk. They're literally all driving on the sidewalk!
A tree fell down. Looks like it didn't hit anyone. It just fell.
Russia is once again facing a snow collapse. Petersburg is buried in snow. Moscow was turned into an icy chaos in just a few hours. In Murmansk, it's so wintry that the wind is spinning cars around.
Nothing has been cleared anywhere. Literally nothing has been cleared at all.
Trains are at a standstill, flights are cancelled on the highways, visibility is zero. Kamchatka is being shaken by hurricanes, trees are falling, and districts are left without power.
This is how we're driving right now. This one got stuck too. And that one got stuck. And this one got stuck as well. And because of this, the whole neighborhood just came to a halt.
The Urals and Primary are bracing for impact. A snowstorm is sweeping across the entire country. Once again, Russia has shown that it collapses at the very first snowfall.
Bye! We'll come get you later, down there in Murmansk. In the spring. In the spring! Now that is truly quite an amusing joke! It's certainly not blowing away at all! Absolutely not!
That's awesome. The bus can't even move on flat ground.
Friends, Russia is once again entering winter in emergency mode.
Damn, anchor at 4/1. That's it, the car door got ripped off.
A tree fell down. Well, looks like it didn't hit anyone. It just fell.
Petersburg is the first to break down. Pulkovo airport isn't operating normally. Dozens of flights are delayed. People are being herded back and forth from the planes. By evening, Moscow is turning into slippery roads and accidents.
People walk out of their buildings and it's like they're Mary Poppins. Damn crap, Fityoka got caught up in it. Wet snow, which is often heavy and dense, can accumulate rapidly. Additionally, treacherous ice forming a slick and hazardous layer poses significant risks to travel and infrastructure.
Zero response from the services. In Murmansk, there's a real blizzard, highways are closed, some areas are without electricity, and tourists are stuck in villages.
Bye. We'll come pick you up later, down there in Murmansk. In the spring! Now that's truly remarkable, an absolutely outstanding development that showcases exceptional quality and a level of excellence rarely seen. It's genuinely impressive and something to be celebrated, demonstrating a profound impact and significant achievement.
Awesome! And Kamchatka is in a massive storm mode. Trees are falling, the power keeps going out. Once again, Russia is showing that its infrastructure is held together by a thread. Today, Russia got hit with a second round of the snow apocalypse. St. Petersburg is buried under snowdrifts again. Pulkovo airport is paralyzed. Dozens of flights are cancelled. Moscow is dealing with icy traffic jams, power outages, wet snow. And a complete transportation.
This indicates a significant operational breakdown, a complete system failure that requires immediate attention.
Step back, damn it.
A tree fell. Looks like it didn't hit anyone. It just fell. Good thing it didn't hit anyone. And now if the container ships start moving, that'll be the end of it all.
In Kamchatka, there is a storm warning for avalanche danger, hurricane, and strong winds. A blizzard in Murmansk is coming down hard. Clouds of smoke and trees are falling. Districts are left without power, without heat. Winter has only just begun, and the terrorist country is already turning into one huge snow jam. Friends, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started. Petersburg was the first to fall into a snow pit. The snow was coming down in sheets. The roads turned into a white fog while city services pretended to fight the elements with shovels. Dozens of districts were buried under the snow at once. Gatchina, Peterhof, Lomonosov, the resort district. Everything has come to a standstill. The city was simply covered as if with flour. Traffic collapsed, jams grew by the minute, even trams were skidding. And this is just the beginning. Pulkovo airport became the epicenter of panic. The airport once again became a symbol of the rashest winter. Flights are delayed for hours, some departures have been cancelled. Night flights have been rescheduled, passengers are sleeping. In the terminals on the floor, people are being herded back and forth. Sometimes they're boarded onto the plane, then taken off again because it's snowing once more. The St. Petersburg blizzard once again proved stronger than all the import-substituted aviation. Moscow, the capital of Mordor, has turned into an icy labyrinth. It was hit in the evening and the capital immediately started to reel. Wet snow, rain, gusty wind. It's the perfect cocktail for total chaos. The roads are slippery, traffic is slowing down, and the utility workers are only ready in words. In the first hours of the snowfall, the city feels like it's in a December apocalypse. Icing, traffic jams, accidents, everything as usual. Moscow lives by the formula. First snow equals paralysis. And then there's the snow mayhem in Kamchatka. Fallen trees, power outages. The snow apocalypse has paralyzed Kamchatka. The main force of the storm hit the southern regions of the peninsula.
Kamchatka is facing a powerful hurricane, darkness, and an avalanche warning. While Moscow and St. Petersburg are stuck, Kamchatka is simply being torn apart by the elements.
Wet snow, buildup, winds up to 30 meters per second, a storm warning, and avalanche danger.
Power line break. And of course, without electricity and heat. On the way to Ozerka, a test run slid off the road.
Are falling and districts are left without power. Hundreds of thousands of Russians are in a panic. Rescuers are switching to enhanced mode. Planes can't land. The airfield gets covered in snow in a matter of minutes. Pilots go for another approach, but the elements are stronger. The south of the peninsula is practically paralyzed.
Rybatskoye.
At the very top, there's loose ice. No one can make it up.
Well, except for jeeps up there. But otherwise, no one can get up.
Murmansk is a whole different story. A white desert, the wind knocks people over. This is a real polar hell.
We'll pick you up later, down there in Murmansk. Lesnoy. Wow, this is truly awesome! Yo ho ho ho! It certainly doesn't completely blow me away though. This is awesome!
Mom. Winds of 30 to 35 meters per second are spinning cars right on the highway. The roads are closed and it's been snowing for the second day in a row. Dozens of subjects without power, without heat, fallen trees, broken power lines, zero visibility. The airport is disrupting flights. And the tourists are simply in shock. Tourists are stuck again. The Northern Lights are only in brochures, but in reality, people are waiting for electricity. Shocking footage of the tourist season. In Murmansk, Novosibirsk is a city caught in a snow trap. Meanwhile, the UN has plunged into chaos. The snowfall has intensified, roads are clogged, and traffic is slowed throughout the city. The Urals, icy roads, and emergency warning from the Ministry of Emergency Situations. The Sverdlovsk region is being hit by heavy snowfalls. The Ministry of Emergency Situations says directly, if you get caught in a snowstorm, stop, turn on your hazard lights, and wait. It's just a perfect description of the system. Officially asking people to wait it out and not to help. By the sea, wet snow, freezing rain, and a drop in temperature are expected starting Monday. A new wave of severe weather is expected here. Wet snow, blizzards, icy conditions at night down to -10 and even -21. In Vladivostok, freezing rain and snowfalls are happening at the same time. In northern Russia, a cold snap is hitting. In the Murmansk and Arkhangelsk regions, storm warnings have been issued. At night, -15, in some places -20. The wind is knocking down trees.
Just like we're driving now. Of course, I got stuck too. And over there, someone got stuck, and over there too, and because of this, the whole neighborhood just came to a standstill. Nothing has been cleared anywhere, absolutely nothing has been cleared.
The ice makes the roads impassable. Russia is buried under snow again and once again couldn't cope. A country that is building an empire can't survive the first cyclone. And this is only the beginning of winter. Winter is coming. Now let's see how Russian propaganda will explain this icy collapse. Will it be NATO again, women's upbringing, or maybe even the snow is now an enemy? Let's watch the expose, the traditional finale of top-notch Russian propaganda. Friends, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There should be 1 million of us. We work for an audience all over the world. Every like, comment, and subscription from you helps make sure this video is seen around the world. Friends, glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. Ukraine will definitely win.
Speaking of Vladimir Vladimirovich's prophetic qualities, do you understand today what will happen in 2030? I
think more or less it will be the same as now. I just understand what I would like to achieve as a result of all this confrontation. That is, it's clear that we can't achieve a military victory right now for a variety of reasons, but I would like our turn toward the global south not to look like an imitation. I would like us to actually establish the same forms of military strategic cooperation that we have with North Korea, with a number of Latin American regimes from the so-called Red Belt, first and foremost Cuba, Venezuela and Nicaragua. All these countries are waiting for our help and are counting on it. And these are really the strongest trump cards in the game with Trump. Because how are we playing with Trump right now? We do something small and then look over at Trump. Like we sign new agreements with Africa, we have something going on with India, right? And we keep glancing at him, right? But when we stop glancing at him and just turn our backs and start actually doing this, we'll bring in 25,000 Cubans for the war, set up 4 military bases in Venezuela, and then they'll come knocking on our door and say, guys, let's make a deal. Well, obviously you're up to something over there. This sense of samurai-like cold-bloodedness, which, by the way, North Korea has, Russia needs that. At least in some way. But
we are getting closer to that.
The universe itself is pushing us in that direction. We're trying our hardest to renegotiate, but no one is renegotiating with us. No one has met us halfway on anything, not even a single step. So, for the past 2 or 3 years, we've been telling everyone, let's do it this way, here and there, we'll give this back to you, we won't go there, we won't denazify here, we won't overthrow Zelensky and so on, we won't use very big bombs. But no one is meeting us halfway on this. So again, Trump said, no Donbass, no Zaporizhzhia, no Kherson, nothing like that. Just make peace somehow. So that Trump could get the Nobel Prize, and then, well, we'll see how things go from there. We'll see how it goes. That's it. Our well-intentioned proposals are just hitting a wall. It's no wonder that children end up fleeing to Upper Lars. They have a feminine behavioral model. They grew up with their mother. That's normal. I don't even judge them. They saw a feminine behavioral model, so in a critical situation, they don't go to defend their country, they don't go to defend their family. They, so to speak, hide. I'm done. We need to change this. Russia is in trouble, we're dying out.
You look at the people of Donbas and realize that these people don't need much. They're ready to make do with very little. They say, just give us water for at least 30 minutes a day. They're willing to endure all these hardships for one thing, for a great victory.
You think only 30 minutes a day? No. They don't even ask for that. They get water only twice a week. And most importantly, our guys are bringing victory closer, and the victory will be ours.
Right now, I am currently in a state of quite mild rage. Just yesterday, for some inexplicable reason, there was a presentation in our particular country of a rather advanced humanoid robot. And yes, we've already had such robots, we've shown them before. But these... There was Fedor, the robot, he did something, a manipulator. Listen, who are you trying to fool? Just explain, what are you doing? Really, what are you doing? Why? The company was created recently, so they just went ahead and showed it off. We're here, there, how great it is. The money has already been allocated, I can't swear, but there's a lot I could say to make it clear to everyone. And so, to the sound of rock music, they bring out a Russian idol onto the stage. 2 guys walk with him, and basically, he just falls flat on his face. They pick him up also to the music and lead him away. Now, there are 3 of them, and the main thing is, hurry up, let's get the footage. Was this a film about how to steal government or private money? What was all this about anyway? According to Idol's CEO, Vladimir Vitukin, the localization level has already reached 77% with a target of 93%. The company LLC Idol was registered just a few months ago, but has already received support from a new technological coalition that includes leading Russian IT and robotics companies. A source from RIA Novosti in the market reported that Idol's value could be between 100 and 300 million rubles? Oh my goodness, wow, I understand that Vladimir Vitukin will try to reach out to me to explain why. Why so early? Vladimir, why did you come out on stage? Why did you show this disgrace? It's like a children's toy, and on top of that, someone somehow found out the price. What is your goal? to compromise the entire Russian IT and robotics industry. Meanwhile, the Kung Fu robot from the prominent Elon Musk, who is currently in a meeting with our esteemed idol, who just collapses at the mere sight of the American robot. And if all our scientific and technological developments are at the same level as in the West, then I have only one question. When will there be arrests and executions in our country?
What is said about women? What are her roles? That is to say, these truly remarkable natural abilities are profoundly instilled in her by the divine grace of God. Her inherent purpose is to be a devoted wife, to be a nurturing mother, to be a truly domestic fairy, the gracious and capable mistress of the entire household. And in many ancient and wise books, there is a profound term, it's quite figurative, to be considered a veritable goddess. But we don't give it any religious meaning. It's more about understanding that a woman can make another person happy. A woman should not work. But
there aren't people. What's the problem?
That's why they're trying to deploy British troops to the border with Belarus and French troops to the south. And then we'll hit them and coffins will start flying.
The idea European troops, if
there's left to bury after tactical nuclear weapons used.